Hello, welcome back to this series. Introduction to SPSS. My name is Praise Obioma, founder Synalytics. So today we'll be talking about entering data in SPSS. Then the next video we'll be talking about importing data. So I'm trying my best to keep the videos short but very educative and insightful. So so let's say we have a quantitative survey like a questionnaire in this format. So all these here are actually variables: age, gender, education, and what have you. Please do well to see last our last video on variables in SPSS so that you can catch up with the the current position where we are now. Okay, so let's say we have a survey like this and we're trying to put it up in SPSS. We're trying to set it up in SPSS. So what are we going to do? So we'll come to SPSS. So we'll go to the variable view. So for the first for the first variable age, so I already have it here, age. So you have the name age, the, the type is numeric, okay. So the width is more label. So I'll keep the label as age of the respondent. So then values. So this is very important. So for the values, I have the first tick box here says 18 to 25, right? So I can copy that, put it as 1, and then paste. I add. Then for the second value, right? And the second value, the second tick box here is this 26 to 25. I can copy that. Two will be, I think this is an error here. Okay, so this is my 1, 18 to 25, 2 is 26 to 35. Is that okay? Yeah, so I go for the third one, 36 to 45. Okay, I go for the fourth one, and for the last one it says 56 and above. So it's very simple actually to impute data in SPSS, not that difficult. So I click OK. So this is the value, right? So once you come here, nothing changes, right? This is the age. But if I want to impute questionnaires, when I'm entering the data now, instead of writing 18 to 25, I can just click on 1. So anyone who ticks the first box, it will pick up that number. So I can click on 2. Anyone who pick the second box, I can click on 5. Anyone who pick the last box. So if someone chose this box, that this particular um, box here. So that's 56 and above. Once you come here and click on 5, because it's the fixed box there, you get that response. So that's pretty much simple. So this column will just fill it up with age responses from the respondent. So the next column here, the next variable here we have should now be gender, right? Should be gender. So I can just go ahead, copy this, come here, double click on the variable. So the name is gender. Now I'll click enter. So it's already registered the variable. So if you double click here, you can see the variable called gender is already registered. So it's numeric. So what are the values? Let me give you some seconds to to think about it. What are the values here? Okay, yeah, is male, female, and prefer not to say, because that's the three options that are clickable there. So put 1 for male, then 2 for female, okay, I'm not done yet. So 3 for prefer not to say. So this is my gender right here, right? So I can do the same for, if I have a respondent who answered male, I just click 1 instead of writing MALE, right? Prefer not to say, I can just click 3. So you find out that it picks out prefer not to say. So this one, I can do it all day long. Very easy to do, very easy to do, and so on and so on. So based on what the response is from the respondents. So that's pretty much it. So with this, I believe you can do educational level is the same thing, occupation the same thing. Now when you have something like local government, options that don't have any response, no options, like questions or variables that don't have any question response, sorry, options, I'm so sorry. Now what you're gonna do is just you impute it like that, and then you manually type in the responses, right? Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now one more question that we should look at is this question that says select all that apply, right? So is what we call a multi-choice question. So what it means that in this question in particular, someone can actually answer more than one option here, right? So someone can actually answer more than one, sorry for that. So someone can actually answer more than one option here. So the question says, what was the primary source of information about COVID-19 public health messages? So select all that apply. So this is a multi-choice question. So what it means is that for each of these quiz or for each of these responses, I will give it a variable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this television, television, then maybe in the label I can now add the question itself. I can add the question in the label. So I can copy this, paste it here. Okay, so that's television. I have radio. Then I have social media. Okay, it says it has illegal characters. So now this is something we must take note of. SPSS the names aspect does not allow spaces, it does not allow commas, but it does allow underscores, right? It does allow underscores. I think it does allow full stops. So I think it's gonna work this time. So you see it worked. So please make sure to take note of that. So I'm going to remove all these, put it as underscores instead of space. So it won't work because there was a stroke. It doesn't allow strokes, right? It doesn't allow hyphen either, right? So it should work now, right? So this video is already getting lengthy. Sorry. So you go here, healthcare workers, you do the same. So with this, I have all the questions in that section here. So if someone answers television, answers social media, healthcare, and maybe billboard, so what's gonna happen is I'm going to give the values here. 1 as yes, and then 0 as no. So okay, so I'm going to copy this, copy, and I'm going to paste it here. So it has the same values for all of them. So if someone answers here 1, the person says he got from radio. So maybe the person did not get from television, he didn't get from radio, he also got from here and here. So the person can have multiple choices. So when we do the multiple choice analysis, we can look at. So these ones can go as no, no, sorry, no, no, no. So the aim here is to make sure that there is no empty spaces. In SPSS, before you start your analysis, you have to clean it up so that there will not be unnecessary missing cases. So depending on where the person got information from. So maybe let's say this person got information from all of them, right? So for all of them, you have yes, 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 right? So these are the questions from that the responses from that multi-choice question. So in order not to waste much of our time, that's pretty much how to code any survey. So we know how to put in all this, and then if it comes in as a numeric value, you can just write it the same way you do for this. Just write the numbers directly. No need for adding value or coding anything. So thank you very much. This video was long, so sorry. In the next video, we're going to talk about importing data. Then, thank you so much.